This is Dan. He's one of our wonderful caretakers, and he works mostly in the sanctuary, but he's been in here, and everybody. You know, you have a big fan club.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Oops, you have.
Making more mess for me.
Yeah. No, I got it. Okay. Anyway, Dan graciously agreed to come in ahead of his schedule. I know he's very busy, so this was very nice because he knows I mentioned I don't like to come here on the weekends. You want to be part of it? Okay, cool. You need to kind of stay sort of in the week. Anyway, so we're just going to have a little chat. I'm going to ask some questions. We're going to go from there. I'm sure I'll hear things I don't know. But let us clear up one thing right now. We all hear you call Kevin, little Kevin. So would you please explain why and who little Kevin is, right. The current ones and the other ones?
It all started the last litter. There was a little black and white one. He was mostly black, but he had a little white marking between his eyes, and it looked like a little cross, like, you know, kind of. So I listened to this rapper. His name's Kevin Gates. And,
what's it like, Gates?
Kevin Gates, okay. Yeah. He's a rapper, and he has a tattoo like right there between his like eyes too, like, and I just associated it with him as being little Kevin. You know, I called him little Kevin Gates, and it turned into little Kevin, but it looked like the same exact kind of marking.
Oh my God. That was the last litter. Yeah. I wonder I can't remember which kitty that actually was. I knew their names, but
yeah, I can't remember them either. And then now Figaro, I think it is, he has the same marking, so he's just taking on I think he's over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no, Figaro is the current Kevin?
Yeah, he has the same marking, so he's just inherited the Kevin name. It's keeping it going.
Because when you're in here, it's really funny to listen to you. I mean, in a good way, because you totally interact with these kitties. I mean, like, you have conversations with them, and I'm sure they answer you.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy talking to them?
Yeah, I'm not a big talker, like, outside of here and stuff, you know, and I'm usually pretty short, like, with my answers and stuff like that.
That's hard to believe, because you're so...
Yeah, I talk more to animals than people, you could say that. Because I'm at home, I've always been, that's the way my grandma always told me, like, kind of interact with the animals, you know, to talk to them, and just, they warm up to you and stuff, you know, so I've always grown up, been taught like that.
Were you raised by your grandma, or you just spent a lot of time with her?
No, yeah, I've never really, like, lived with my mom that much. I've always been, like, with my grandma. My grandma's like my mom.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so she's like my role model and stuff, you know.
Is she still with us?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I stay with, it's me and my grandma. I stay with my grandma right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I bet she likes that too.
Yeah.
Is she an animal person?
Oh yeah, always. She's always been an animal person. Like, ever since growing up, she's had like 5-6 different animals in the house. Guinea pigs, rabbits, cats, dogs, everything.
So you were raised?
Yeah, with all kinds of different animals. Like, we've got pretty much everything, honestly. We got a little pig at one time.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, they're never really my animals, but they're my grandma's, and I was around them a lot of the times, you know.
That's really nice. So you live with your grandma now, which is very nice. And what animals do you have now? I mean, do you have your own?
Yeah, I used to have a boxer. She passed on a few years ago. That was like my first animal. That was mine, and she was super cool. She was probably like super athletic and stuff. You know, jumped super high, could probably jump over me from the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, she's no longer with us, and then I have a cat right now, the Booger. His name's Booger.
Got one in the mouthful.
Yeah. He's a flame point tabby, and he was born with like upper respiratory, so he's constantly having the eye running and snotty nose, and so his name came out of it, you know. And so yeah, it was pretty funny because he came as a foster like 16 years ago, and my aunt's like, oh, you only have him a few years, you know, and here he is, he's still going, he's 17 now.
Well, is great.
Yeah, so he's pretty healthy, I guess.
I guess you and your grandma take good care of him. Does he know you? I mean, is he your?
Oh yeah, like as soon as I come in from work, like he's on the couch, like in the front door, and he's like screaming, ready to be fed. Like he's hungry. It's pretty funny. Like he doesn't ever really go in my grandma's room or nothing and bother her to be fed. But like as soon as I come in the door, he's like screaming. He's ready.
Oh, that's so nice. Have you ever been tempted? This was something I wasn't going to ask you, but we'll come back to why you work here. But have you ever been tempted by one of these kitties in here, or one of our sanctuary kitties, to take another one home?
Yeah.
One or two?
There was one probably like 7 months ago. It was she wasn't like the nicest one, but she was a big. Yeah, she was in the sanctuary. It was, her name was Gizmo.
Oh, Gizmo, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a little bully at the beginning and stuff, and she didn't really like other people and stuff. But I used to just mess around with her, and talk to her and like just get a few pets in every now and then. She started like hanging out on my lap and stuff.
Oh.
And then she started coming out of her enclosure and stuff and like liking more and more people, and she got adopted.
Well, thanks to you, maybe you helped
she went to enclosures, and she was a pretty cat. She was a calico.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I don't know all the cats in there because I don't spend time in there. I'm usually in the nursery.
Yeah.
But are there any other? How about any one of these? They love you. Take these two.
I was gonna.
Gus and Dinah.
I was interested in little Kevin the last litter, but they went pretty quick,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and like right now, we also have another one at my house who's like, he was a stray, but we had him for 2 years, but he was a stray and he's a little flinchy, he came up on our porch and we started feeding him, and like now he comes in and goes out all day, and he'd be a little punk, so I was thinking like, if I had anything smaller than him, he'd probably pick on him, because he tries to pick on my old man Booger. But Booger, he was a street cat too, so he gets back at him every now and then, tells him he doesn't want to be messed with,
Well, these two, the tabbies are very interesting because they hang out a lot together.
Yeah.
They're very affectionate. Oh, excuse me. That is
trying
not
to open
for you.
it.
That's a gift. Sorry. Okay, so when or how or why or all of the above did you come to Kitten Rescue? Well, the when part is a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I know for sure it's been over 2 years, May. It could be 3 years. I lost track. Yeah, but I know for sure it's over 2 years, for sure. And I started in May, I think. Okay. I know it was May, the month.
Good month.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you find out about Kitten Rescue? Was there like an ad, or
Yeah, I was previously working at the Pasadena Humane Society, and I was a kennel staff over there.
Oh.
So
how long were you there?
Year and 2 months, and what's it called? I was primarily just dealing with dogs and stuff at the time, and then I wanted to kind of do something else. I went into construction, and I did construction for 2 years, and then I just wanted to get back into animals. I was kind of over doing heavy lifting and destroying the body and stuff.
I know that pays good though.
Yeah, the pay was awesome. But I mean, I was just didn't want to wake up and be working 12-hour days all the time and stuff like that, and I wanted to get back into animals, so I just looked up on job boards online and stuff, and I saw this place was hiring, so I just sent in an application, and pretty quickly, like 2 days later, they called me back for an interview, and then I was starting that next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you started just in the sanctuary?
Yeah, I started just in the sanctuary, primarily just night shifts.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like all night shifts, like my first year here, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then now I'm all over the place.
You are?
I'm like 4 out of 5 of my shifts I'm in here now.
Yes, we noticed that.
Yeah.
And the other night you were in here, and after you told them to be nice to you because it was your day off, so you might have been covering for somebody. I want to say, was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
You were stop.
Yeah.
These are bad.
Yeah. This is why you can't leave your trash bag around or
I know. So
your room.
Okay, so when you work you mostly in the sanctuary, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you do in the sanctuary? What are some of the things people don't understand? Some people don't understand. I don't mean that badly. how much work is involved in there.
Oh yeah.
Because there's like at least 100 plus, and it's not like in here where it's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty wild. It could be pretty wild over there.
What are some of the things that you'd have to do as soon as you get in there?
Oh yeah. Normally I go straight to scooping. You know, like when I get here, I'll scoop all the boxes over there. They got like 25 times more boxes than in here. If you guys have never seen it, and it's quite a bit of scooping, and I pull the dirty ones, you know, and get ready, and then after I end up scooping both sides over there, I come outside and you gotta wash the dirty ones and stuff, and then pretty much after that I gotta feed everybody and hang out and like clean up, wipe down, clean up, throw up and poop and all the fun stuff. But I mean, it's pretty cool over there, honestly. Like, you get to hang out a lot of the time, you know. I went to Eagle Rock High School.
When you were growing up, and again, this is just not part of what I was thinking, did you have an idea of things you wanted to do as you got older, or you just preferred to be a free spirit?
Yeah. No, yeah, I had stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to play football when I was play football, but I wasn't really that into school. So playing sports and not being into school don't really go hand in hand.
What position? Receiver?
Oh, I play receiver and safety.
See, I could just tell.
It's the length.
Exactly. Or tight end, you'd be right over the middle. Wow. Okay, so you wound up here. Okay, and how did you wind up becoming one of the people that comes in here? Because you didn't do that for quite a while.
Yeah, I was just primarily, like I said, the night person, and then I was coming in here when I first started here.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, like I was coming in here a lot, like every night, but this was like probably 2-3 years ago.
Oh, maybe you weren't that funny.
Yeah, I didn't really come out of my shell, I guess you could say, over here, at least for a year. Like, I was pretty quiet and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then after the year, like the first year, I got settled, and then I got a little more talkative and stuff. And I switched my shift to the morning, so I wasn't coming in here. But then, like, now recently, I was trying to get more hours and stuff like that. So Esther switched me all my shifts around, you know.
Right, because it was really hard to nail you down to when we could do this, because we almost thought we could. Then, I'm changing, and you said on the weekends, and I went,
Yeah, I've always been a Thursday through Monday person. Like, those are my days that I work here, but I used to just be only morning shift, and I would never come in here, but now I'm in here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Mondays.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday. What is the usual time? Because you know what? I'm going to tell you now so you can really be embarrassed. There are a lot of people who want to make sure they are done with dinner or whatever, because they know you're coming in and they want to see what you do and what you say. What makes some of the conversations get going? And you do have some good conversations with them.
Yeah, it's all how the experience is going at the time, you know. I don't never been really a person who thinks about it, what he says. It just, if it comes in my head, I just say it normally, you know, and it might sound a little weird or something, but it's just the way it happens.
No, it isn't weird. It isn't weird, because I mean, sometimes when I'm home, I will watch also, and I mean, I will laugh with you, not at you.
Yeah.
I mean, because some of the times, and they are funny.
Yeah.
These cats, to me, are they want to know what's in here. Oh,
you got a corner open.
This is a surprise for him. But no, these cats are funny, and I think if you have the pets that are really funny, you could really do something. Who of these guys, who was your favorite, or a couple of favorites?
Little Kevin.
Little Kevin.
Ariel's pretty funny too.
Ariel is the broom. I know there's something about Ariel with the broom. That the other night you had somebody up on the dustpan.
Yeah, it was one of these guys. Oh. One of the tabbies. I'm not sure which one.
They attack the broom a lot when you're in here, because they think that, I don't know what, they like to eat, so I mean they're waiting for you, but I think they really, really like you. I know that's hard. Now, you do have a kind of a fan club, a lot of people who enjoy watching you. And is there anything else they can look forward to as you come back tonight? Because now, well, I know one thing you're gonna look forward to, but what would you want to tell them, the people who really do appreciate you, something about how you relate to the kitties and why you do what you do?
Well, I just try and be as nice as I can and stuff, you know, because I mean they can't take care of themselves and stuff like that. So I try and give them a nice place to live and food and stuff, you know. I try and make them feel.
Or they eat paper.
Yeah. Try and make them just
paper.
feel comfortable while they're here, you know. Feel like that's most of my job.
Okay, and while we still have a few minutes, if anybody who's watching wants to post a picture, I just asked you who's your favorite, and they want little Kevin, or you want little Kevin. But is there, anyway, see what they can see, because you're going to see yourself on the cam, which is kind of interesting. What do you enjoy about do you interact with some of the people here, obviously? What do you like about the people, that are here? The people that work here. Do you find them all kind of animal lovers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody here works hard, you know, and stuff like that, and everybody tries to make the most comfortable situation for all these animals, you know. I mean, like I said, they can't pick up for themselves and stuff like that.
And they didn't ask to be in these situations.
And they're just kind of thrown here, so everybody just does their best to try and make them as comfortable.
Okay, let me ask you this now. When your life, they want to know that, when your life is not here and you're not here, what do you do? What do you like to do? What are your interests? TV, food? Because who knows, you might get a big shipment of food.
Yeah.
You say what you like.
I love Nutter Butters.
Nutter Butter cookies.
No,
Okay.
outside of here, I don't really watch TV. If I find myself watching TV, either on ESPN or I watch a lot of Food Network. Like,
do you really?
Yeah, I like to cook. Like, besides doing it with animals, I cook a lot.
Okay, now this is something nobody, including me, knew about you.
Yeah.
You like to cook.
Yeah.
Now I know what they're saying. What does he like to cook? Tell us some of the things you like to cook. And did you learn from your grandma?
Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff from both my grandmas. Like my grandma, she's Puerto Rican, so on my mom's side, and she is always cooking, like the family events and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm always trying to watch, you know, learn some of those recipes, because like I said earlier, I don't really live with my mom, so every time I go visit her and see my other grandma up there up north, they try and teach me everything, you know, like the cooking. I don't speak Spanish. Like all my family up there speaks Spanish.
Then you said they're from Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Originally. Where do they live up north?
Apple Valley and stuff.
Okay.
Not like up the hill,
right.
yeah. Not north, really.
So you're a Food Network person.
Yeah, I pretty much spend all my time, if I'm not playing Xbox, I'm on Food Network or ESPN.
I like ESPN.
Yeah.
What are your favorite teams? I mean, we could do sports too.
I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, football, yeah. There's through and through since I was little. Randy Moss is my favorite player. Always has been. But yeah, Minnesota Vikings.
They're in a tough division. I mean, you got Green Bay and Chicago and all that.
Yeah, it's been a tough division. And then as basketball and Lakers.
What do you think this year with LeBron coming? Do you think it's going to make a difference?
I'm not a big LeBron fan, honestly. I'm a Kobe all the way.
Yeah, Kobe is now.
I know. I just never really been a big fan of LeBron, so I mean, I'll root good for the Lakers, but I'm not praying for LeBron to carry us there, you know.
See, I like pros too. Yeah. I'm a New York Giants football fan for my whole entire life. Oh. Or no, when we beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. Yes, that was so good. Yeah, and I'm a football fan, but college mostly, UCLA, Bruins, and basketball.
Yeah.
But So you watch a lot of ESPN and you
Yes.
cook, and you like to go to movies?
I haven't actually been to the movies in like probably like 7 years. Like,
Oh, you wait for it to come out on.
Yeah, normally if anything I'll just rent it, you know, and just watch it at home.
What kind of? Will you stop it? What kind? Do you like science fiction, or I mean, what kind of?
I like pretty much anything action. You know, I like westerns too. Anything with like swords and stuff like that. You know, like
Swords.
like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type stuff. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like a lot of a lot of Asian anime movies. Like not anime movies, but like Japanese
Well, that's
subtitled movies and stuff. You know, yeah.
What kind of when you play video games? I don't play video games. Well, what kind of stuff do you look at? Or what do you play?
Oh, I normally play like
See, somebody might know.
normally play like the football games, and then like there's two games I'm playing right now. One's Fortnite, and the other one's Players Unknown Battleground. Both for Xbox. I'm an Xbox person.
Okay, you're an Xbox person. Well, you are really, like I say, very appreciated by the people, and they look forward to you when you come in. And you know, sometimes the people are very concerned. I'm gonna laugh when I say this. People get concerned about everybody who works here, and they want to make sure things are going okay for them. So one of the viewers who happens to live near me, her name is Peanut, I don't know if you're watching, she asked me to bring you this, and I know what's in here, but you don't. So would you open it up, and then maybe, and we got to save this paper from these little vultures. This is for you from Peanut, who some of the people, like I say, really care about you. It's not going to explode.
No, I see. I can see something through the hole.
Oh, speaking of that, that's very interesting that you said that. Will you keep opening it? Oh, I thought this was a card.
Open it.
Oh, sure. We don't. I know what's in here, but you don't. And maybe you can figure out why, and not be mad. Oh! Wait till you see this, guys.
Socks. It's because I got holes in my socks.
Not today.
Not today,
Oh my God! Look at all of these.
Huh.
These are really nice.
No, that's pretty hilarious.
Edward, you're going to be a good.
I got socks for years now.
Yeah, you know what happened? I think the other night you were on the floor with, and you don't normally do that.
No, yeah, I had extra time, so I figured I'd sit down and hang out.
Well, that was your mistake. But because a lot of people commented nicely, oh, I wonder if he knows he has a hole in his sock. How
I do.
did you, no, would you tell everybody how you knew you had the hole in your sock?
Alright. Alright, this is gonna be funny. I feel like I should have just brought the shoes. My old shoes, I don't really buy a lot of clothes and stuff. I'm pretty plain. So I wear my stuff till it dissolves almost. My shoes, which are now my work shoes, I just bought new shoes, so I don't need new shoes. They had like a hole right here.
Oh, okay.
Like I've walked on so much, like the sole's gone. So I was using those here, and as I'm walking around here,
Because you need
my socks are
crappy
just
shoes.
rubbing on this bare concrete, like over here. So I guess it was ripping all my socks. Like all my socks pretty much have holes almost, just from my shoes, my old shoes.
But I can see why, because here, like I wear old shoes and stuff,
Yeah.
because you don't really wear anything very good. But
Okay.
look how nice. Oh, Peanut.
Thank you.
That is a great.
Yeah. Now I got work socks too. Work socks and shoes.
And those can be even worn. Will you stop drinking my soda? Well, I'm glad you weren't.
These are my dress socks now.
Oh, are they the right sock?
Yeah. I don't really care about size and socks. You don't see my socks normally. I don't hardly
No,
wear.
but I mean they have to fit you.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
They should fit.
These are probably. Well, these are gold shoes. What size shoe
Yeah.
do you wear?
I wear 12
Oh.
and a half.
Shoe size 6 to 12 and a half.
Yeah, that works.
Those are very nice shoes. I mean,
I know.
those are
These
nice socks.
They're nicer than my expensive socks.
Well, this has really been fun. You are funny. You know, you say
try to be.
You say you're quiet. You don't. Oh.
Outside of here, I pretty much am. I try to be courteous, you know, and talk and polite. But I mean, I'm pretty quiet out here, honestly. So, if you don't ask me something, even like in there, I'm kind of to myself and everything, you know.
No, once in a while, I've gone in there a few times. Yeah, well, you're not as chatty. I mean, you're never rude.
Yeah.
You're very friendly. But because of the fact that you chat with these guys all the time, it's interesting. And so you're going to be back here in about...
Yeah, at 8:20, 8:30ish.
Oh, you're at the Dan show. That's what they call it, the Dan show. So, will you be wearing? Well, no, you'll still be wearing those socks. You're not gonna wear your new.
I'll wear them tomorrow. I'll sport them tomorrow. My new socks.
Well, I just want to thank you for agreeing to do this, because I kind of like to do stuff like this with some of the people who work here, and that people who look and enjoy them and want to know more about them. And they can always find out stuff like, what? And when I'm still with the Food Network, you know who cooks all the time and loves food? And there's Nellie. Do you ever talk about, Nellie is a great cook. When I interviewed her, she talked about some of the things she creates, some of the interesting dishes, and so she loves to cook. So
over here, he's running around.
These guys hopefully will be finding homes soon. You know why? Because this room kind of small for them now.
Yeah, they're getting pretty big.
Yeah, you know, well, they were 4 months old on July 28th, so they're a little over 4 months old now. So with the good health and everything, hopefully they'll find a home.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was good, because we did about a half an hour and the time just went by. And Dan has to clock in at 5, and he probably needs some time to recover from this.
I'll probably just go clock in right now. Just start it off. We'll start it off right now, just so I can get a little bit ahead.
Well, this was kind of fun.
All right, you need some help.
Look, wait. Oh, I'm going to need, well, to see, I told everybody knows I tore my calf muscles. I'm almost better.
Yeah.
Okay, are you strong?
Yeah.
Whoa, thank you. Oh, he's such a gentleman. Well, you little guys. Oh,
Thank you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Keep spreading the love.
Okay, I'm going. Thank you, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
I forgot you can't do that.
I could, but it might not be pretty.